Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T14, it's a Tier 5 American Premium Heavy Tank. And it's on the eastbourne of Paris, and it's under the command of entilzhar. Now, what can I tell you about T14? Well, it was a tank developed in May 1942 to May 1943. They manufactured two prototypes, and it's quite an unusual tank, but it was rejected and only became an experimental vehicle. Armed with a 75mm gun, but the best thing about it is it's got quite a lot of armour. As you can see, there's tracks, there's covers on the tracks, spaced armour actually as well as a heavy sloped frontal armour, and this makes it quite a tough little beast. It's able to withstand most of the shells that are fired at it, but it just can't fire back with any much force, because the 75mm gun has only got a penetration of 92mm and an alpha damage of 110 hit points. So it really can't do a lot of damage, but it can take a lot of punishment, so long as you angle it correctly. Okay, we've made our way around the side streets and we're about to come across that avenue connecting this area with one of the spokes that leads to the centre. And we can see that two enemy tanks have turned up at the bridge, a T150 and a P43 Biz. Now, how's he going to go at this one? Well, we've got an SU-100 ahead of us, and we're moving ahead quite rapidly. In fact, very rapidly there. Okay. Right, it's taken up position. Oh, just got hit by an enemy tank. Fires around back. Oh, no, got hit by another one. It's taken a bit of damage there. In fact, most of the tanks around him are taking damage. He's turned around and he's looking down the spoke towards the centre. There's an 88 in the centre actually firing at our own guys. Looks like he's going to go round the corner and try and go down this dip underneath the bridge. He's been spotted. And that's the P43 Biz who spotted him. Now, if he can correctly angle the gun or angle his armour, then he might be able to do damage to those tanks. He's side scraping. Oh, just got hit in the tracks by the P43 Biz. He didn't lose much in the way of hit points this time round. He lost quite a lot the last time. 259 to the P43 and 169 to the Churchill. And he's been hit in the tracks again. He's repaired it with his repair kit. Pulled out to take a shot at the P43. Okay, T150's moving ahead. There's the P43. He didn't get through the armour. He's pulled out to take a shot again. He's got to worry about that T150 moving up. Here's the P43. This time round he does get into the hitbox. He tracked him, but the enemy used the repair kit, pulled back. It was actually the P43 Biz that he damaged. Goes for the Churchill. Doesn't get through the armour there. Goes for the P43. This time he gets through. 110. Fires another shot. And another. Can he get the next one in? No. Oh, no, he does actually. 105. Goes for the Churchill this time. And kills the Churchill. Going for the P43 Biz. And he finishes off the P43. So that's 2 kills. Still got to worry about that T150. Looks like the T150's taken a lot of damage. He's a bit in exposed position as well. There's the T3485. He puts a round into him. 94. There's a VK3001H down there. He's full health. And he fires a round at the T34 but doesn't get through. Fires another round at the T34. Doesn't get through. Now the OI's in the way. And we're losing a lot of teammates. But we are two tanks up on the enemy at the moment. Trying to get a shot at that T3485. KV2 is just around the corner. He really needs to, well, in fact it's just ahead, you can see him there. And he's just fired, so yes, and he takes out the T3485, helps the KV2 pull back without getting a return shot, and he puts a round through the gap into the 3001H. There's a very narrow gap where the 3001H was showing there. KV2 is reloaded and he's moving up to take a shot. Can he get another round in there? Well, the KV2 took a hit. He's moving forward as quickly as he can. There's the VK, and he finishes him off. And he's looking for the enemy. One of the enemy arties was located in the square. And he's looking down that square now to see if he can find it in the cap area. It's going to move up because the KV2 is rapidly moving towards the cap. There's a Stug 3 there. Okay, there's the enemy Hummel. He's below the gap and he just fired at the KV2. Looks like he stunned his own teammate as well. Or maybe that was our Arty at the firing from behind. We can get a hit into the Hummel now. And we finish him off, 49 hit points. He's moving ahead. Going after that VP, the 105 FH18B2. Got the Stug around the corner that side, but I think he thinks the SU-85 can deal with him. Plus there's a T67, and there's the VP. Just around the corner, he fired. Okay, he gets a shot and finishes him off 104 hit points. That's a Pascucci's medal. And that is the end of the game. They've won. My God, that was quick. And here's the end of battle results. It's a first class tanker for entilzhar in the T14. He also managed to pick up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. A duelist medal for taking down 2 enemy that did damage to him during the battle. A 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. A Pascucci's medal for taking down both of the enemy Arty, the 105 FH18B2 and the Hummel. And lastly, he picked up a Top Gun. He managed to get at least 6 kills, and he got 6 exactly during that battle. So let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage. That went to the KV2. He managed 1,673 hit points of damage, but he didn't get enough to get the high caliber. entilzhar managed 1,070 hit points, and he was just behind the 88 on the enemy team, who managed 1,298. But when it came to kills, it was entilzhar right at the top of the table with 6. Highest the enemy could get was 3 for their VP. He managed to get that on the open area at towards the north in the fields, and entilzhar also managed to get the highest base XP, 973, ahead of the KV2 with 857. He fired 19 rounds during the battle and got 16 hits, 13 penetrations, damage of 1,070 hit points, of which all of it was close range. He also received 7 hits, 2 of which were penetration, 5 were non-penetration, and that's testament to the fact that A, the enemy was firing into his tracks, and B, it's got fairly good armour on that T14, armour that can actually withstand quite a lot of punishment. He blocked damage of 390 hit points. That was mostly the stuff that went into his tracks from the P43. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle. I think that was one of the Arties. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 6 of the enemy, and did damage assistance of 138 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 40,928 credits. He, after repair, ammunition resupply, and he did use a bit of APCR in that battle, so that's why his ammunition costs are so high. And he actually suffered a loss of 3,054 credits on the battle overall. He did receive 1,460 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day. He gets a bonus because it's a premium vehicle, and he entered the battle in a platoon, so he ended up with 3,533 experience points altogether. Yeah, at one point it looked as if he was going to be wiped out fairly quickly, but he actually did a good job in the end, because he managed to push through, and he did try to choose his shots to try and hit the enemy when they couldn't really return fire or get effective shots on him. By side scraping on that corner, he effectively showed and used the best points of the T14, which is the spaced armor over the tracks and also the angled armor of the front of the vehicle. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.